Hi Gemini, this is your reading for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mars. If you want to know why it's for all those different parts of your natal chart, there is a video on my channel that explains why it's good to look at all these things. I'm going to do things a bit different this week. I'm trying to sort out the best way still of filming, which I wanted you to see me and the cards. I feel like it's great that I'm talking to you. I prefer it myself. The setup's not great. You're not going to be able to see all the cards laid out all the time, but I will show them to you as I pull them. And we're going to use a slightly different way of doing the spread as well. So let's just see how it goes this week. Let me know in the comments if you still like this or if you want me to go back to the other way of doing it. Yeah, just experimenting here, so bear with me. And we are going to start off with the tarot. I'm using the Gilded Tarot, and we're asking the Spirit to come in and preside over this reading in unconditional love for the highest good of all. So this is for the week beginning 2nd of June. And this is for Gemini. So what is the current energy for the week beginning 2nd of June? Whoa, it might be a bit playful, perhaps. What is the current energy coming in for Gemini, please? Oh, not very playful, that one, is it? Death. Can you see that? Yeah. Death is all about transformation. It's a major card, so this is going to be an important week. Something is transforming. It could be the death of the ending of something. It could be the and it's usually sort of something to do with the ego. So something that you've perhaps been battling with or working through, perhaps some shadow elements that are coming to an end. You are going to be able to transform them into a new beginning. It could also be an ending on the, the physical plane. But let's see what more of the reading tells us about that. Let's look at what's challenging. Okay, Seven of Wands. That's interesting. So the Seven of Wands is about standing your ground in some way or defending your beliefs. And it's like being determined to do so, using all of your willpower to do so. So that's what's challenging this transformation, this ending. That's interesting. So it's like you are being asked to defend something that you have come across in yourself, or believe in a part of yourself because you've done some work, you've been through something, you've found a new part of yourself that you need to believe in now and really stand in your power in and be determined to stay in that zone rather than falling back into what you were like before. Any sort of process of working on ourselves is about breaking the habit, so we can have gone through any sadness or grief or judgment or self-doubt or whatever it is and healed that. We can have done the healing process, but we're still stuck in the habit of doing it, of reacting in the same way in circumstances that come about. So this is what your challenge is this week. It's about not being in that old habit, but being really firm with yourself and determined that you are going to stand up for the beliefs that you now have, and that will take you forward into this full transformation. And as we go along, it may be that we find other cards that reveal things going on in your outer life that are to do with this as well. But everything on the outside is happening on the inside. You are generating that outside experience. So this is an inside, a look to the inside of what's going on with you this week. Okay. So what is Gemini moving out of? is Gemini currently moving out of? Oh my goodness, how many? I think we're just going to go with the top one because there's all sorts going on underneath. Right, moving out of the Chariot. So the Chariot is when we have got to grips with something internally. You know, there's two parts of ourselves, usually the masculine and feminine elements, and brought them into balance so that we can really use our will and determination to drive us towards victory. It is a card of moving forwards in some way, which makes a lot of sense. You know, if we are moving forwards, we've been moving forward, so we've got this new belief system, we've now got to stand in it and not back down. Okay, and what are we moving into? What is Gemini moving into? I say we because I am Gemini, Sun and Venus and Mars. Lots of Gemini in my chart. So what is Gemini moving into? Five of Wands could be some conflict. Again, I feel this is internal. Okay, I think, you know, we've got the Seven of Wands here, you standing your ground, standing firm in your new belief system. And that can be hard. We know it's hard. That's why it's a challenge. And we're moving into the Five of Wands. Now, these are, in this case, I'm feeling like that all the different parts of you that still need to come into balance. So they are the parts that are challenging you still. They are still this challenging energy. You've done some great work. You really have cleared the way for something new, but you're still battling with those habits. So it's being aware this week of where you are falling back into a reactionary path, rather than stopping and saying, hang on a minute, I've dealt with this. I don't need to react in this way anymore. The more that you pull yourself up, you're retraining the mind to stop bringing up, the subconscious mind, to stop bringing up those reactionary patterns. The more you're aware of them, the more you can break the habit. I'm just going to clarify these a little bit now with a different tarot deck. So I'd like to clarify the Death card as the current focus, the current energy, please. Okay, so we're clarifying with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is very grounded in reality. She's almost a bit Empress energy. She is very stable and secure in herself. And I think this is what the transformation is bringing you. It's bringing you into a more stable, secure, embodied phase. So as Geminis, we can be very much in our head. You know, we often struggle to embody and really bring our ideas and our inspirations down to earth so that they can become a reality. So this transformation that you're going through is to do with the mind and what you have, the thoughts that you have, and bringing those down into a form that you can work with, that can make a difference on this material plane. And can we clarify? I've got losing hair all over. I'm molting. Spring weather. Can we clarify, please, the Seven of Wands as the challenge? Can we clarify, please, the Seven of Wands as the challenge for Gemini? Okay, we're clarifying the Seven of Wands with the King of Wands and the Page of Cups. Okay, so this Seven of Wands as challenge. We're standing up for this new belief system that is all about us being far more passionate, far more passionate about the things we actually want to do and what we do believe in, and what those parts of ourselves that we've had shrouded in doubt. and now they're coming out, and you don't have those doubts anymore. You can stand up, you can speak up. You are, it's that outer, that masculine part of you coming out and saying, where in the past I haven't been able to stand up for myself, now I can. And the Page of Cups is about really starting afresh from that perspective of, what is it that I love? What is it that fills my cup? How can I start bringing that to life more? How can I stand up for those things that I really want to do, that in the past I have either said no because other people have said it wasn't a good idea, or I've said no because it didn't fit with the life, or actually what these things don't fit with is the fears that have been running our lives. And once you clear those fears, you get to a point of, my dreams might not be the dreams that I actually want to follow up on. Because when you've dreamed from fear, then those dreams are built on faulty foundations, and you need to really rethink what your dreams are based on the new you. And I think that's really important to remember when we've done any sort of work. You know, we need to rethink and just feel into and embody the feelings of this new and what that means to us, and how that makes our future look and our desires look. And it might be that you've got the same desire and the same dream, but you're coming about it from a different perspective, so your foundation is much more stable. Can we clarify, please, the Chariot as what we're moving out of? Five of Wands. Okay, so that's interesting. So we've got the Five of Wands either side, what we're moving out of and what we're moving into. We need to be careful that we're not, I think this is what this is saying, is this challenge of standing up for this new. We might not get it straight away. We might have to just take that little bit of time and be patient with ourselves, because it's exactly what we are moving out of. We are moving out of this feeling of conflict, and I feel like it's an internal conflict of all these different shadow parts that perhaps have been trying to get their voice heard, but we got control of them. We did it. We succeeded. We had the victory. But this habit that has formed, and this way of seeing life from fear, which still is making us react in certain ways, reaction energy, is still present, and it takes a bit of time to shift. So can we clarify the Five of Swords as what we're moving into, please? Page of Five of Wands, Page of Swords. Okay, so the Page of Swords is getting curious. The Page of Swords is about a new beginning. That's exactly what we want. So we want this new beginning in how we're thinking about things, how the subconscious is working. We really want that. We want to find our truth. We want to look at the world in a different way. We want to be inspired differently. And that's exactly what we need to keep our focus on this week. So what we're moving into is, we're trying to do this. We might still be reverting back into those old triggers, those old reactions, but it's okay to do that. It just takes a little bit of time. I'm going to look at now what we don't see coming. So what does Gemini not see coming this week? Okay, so interesting. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant. The Ace of Pentacles is a new start, and it's a new start that is very safe and secure, very grounded, very embodied again. So that Queen of Pentacles energy coming into a new start, very nurturing of what we want and what we desire. And it could be financial, but it could be any part of your material life. The Hierophant, I think, here is showing that we have, we're sort of being blessed, spiritually blessed here. for this new start. And basically what it's saying is this struggle, that is still a bit of a struggle, is being divinely guided into the new. It's, you have the help and support that you need. You just need to ask for help. You need to remember to ask your spiritual team, however you view them, whatever you call them, for the help as you go. So if you're getting stuck in this old mindset and this old habit of reaction, then you ask for help and you say, look, I am struggling with this still. I know I've cleared the problem, but I'm still stuck in this subconscious loop. Help me break it. It's as simple as that. Just help me break it. And let's get another card on this. Okay. Death. You will get this transformation. It might be challenging, but it is coming. You have done it. You have transformed. This new start is definite. This spiritual help, you might not see it coming because it might seem like such a struggle to get there, or it's been such a struggle for some time to get there, but you're going to do it. This is confirmation. We've gone from the current energy to what you don't see coming. It's the same. Wow, fantastic. Love it. Okay, I'm going to ask for a bit of higher guidance here from the angels. I've got 2 decks in one, so let's just see how easy this is to shuffle. Okay, so we're asking for a spiritual message now for Gemini for this week, beginning the 2nd of June. What is the higher message from Spirit, please? Do you know, I got this word as I was talking about the Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant. I really think that as we're asking, we need to be in that space of gratitude, really thinking about every little step you take forward, even if you then take a load back, every step forward, thank you. I am so thankful for this. I am so grateful for this. I'm so grateful for the work I've done. I'm grateful to me. I'm grateful to my team for all the help I've got. I'm grateful for other people in my life that have shown me these lessons. You know, people show us things by being a mirror. So it's not always easy and it's not always nice, but it is something to be grateful for. If you can be grateful when somebody seems to have done you wrong, but you have actually seen where the lesson is for you there and how you need to grow from it, be grateful to both of you. But always be grateful when somebody shows up in your life that causes you some sort of hassle, some sort of bad situation or experience, because there is something in it for you. And by being grateful and being that energy, you unlock what's there. And then just one last message from the dragons, please. What is the message from the dragons for Gemini this week? What is the message from the dragons for Gemini this week? Research, love it. We like research. We like to use our mind. The research that the dragons are asking you to do, they're bringing you that. Can you see on here, the gratitude card, you've got like that cornucopia at the bottom, that abundance, which comes through the Ace of Pentacles, the new start in that's going to bring some sort of abundance. The Queen of Pentacles, she's in her abundance. She's in that energy of abundance. This research is going to bring that abundance as well. What are you researching? Again, I do think this is a very spiritual week, a very much a spiritual journey week. So I think the research is internal. It's that, where am I feeling differently even though I'm reacting the same? Am I reacting and going, oh, I'm so past that, why did I do that? and questioning your reaction, that's a really good clue that you have done the work. It's done, it's over, it's completed, but you're still in that subconscious loop. The research is all about, as I said earlier, having that awareness, stopping yourself, reframing, feeling and embodying what you're actually feeling rather than what your subconscious is saying you should be feeling because it's what you felt in the past. So really, really deep week, Gemini, really deep week. So I hope you enjoyed that. Different format, let me know, in the comments, please. And also, if you could like and subscribe, that would be amazing, because I'm really trying to grow this channel. Then I can get out and reach more people and share the videos with people that you think would be interested, other Geminis or other star signs. And do check out the rest of your natal chart. All the readings will be available. Thank you for being here, and I will see you again soon.